President Donald Trump is leaving the White House and heading to Joint Base Andrews in Maryland, where he will host a farewell ceremony in just a few minutes. Commentator Anna Tangen in the studio. So, as we watch President Donald Trump leaving the office, let's talk a little bit about what he has done to U.S.-China economic ties. Of course, there were the tariffs on Chinese goods. So, what impact has that had on the U.S.? Let's start with that.
Well, if you look at it, I mean, Iran, all of these kind of international ideas that he had, he was going to tame everybody. It didn't really work out. So what he's really afraid of...
I mean, what an unprecedented and unusual event it is.
It is. I mean, there have been 3 other times when a president did not attend his successor's inauguration. There are 25,000 troops, armed troops, in the Capitol, standing guard to make sure that there's an orderly transition of power. This is wanted him to be this outspoken man of the people, or are they going to see him as somebody who was, had many insecurities and let those rule his time in office instead of their interests? Now, there was a small article last week where, the federal government would generally take a guilty plea by an international bank like Deutsche Bank, which was his bank, is at the center of a lot of controversies involved.
Maryland.
But it was the borough of Brooklyn.
And so popular with the people, so popular with the people. In fact, honey, would you like to say a few words?
Being your first lady was my greatest honor. Thank you for your love and your support. You will be in my thoughts and prayers. God bless you all. God bless your families. And God bless this beautiful nation.
What else has to be said, right? But what we've done, that's true, great job. What we've done has been amazing by any standard. We rebuilt the United States military. We created
China for the coronavirus, and nothing about unity, not even mentioning President Joe Biden's name. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, this is not the Donald Trump that we knew, that we saw at these huge rallies. This is a much more muted Donald Trump. And it seems that he has a new counter-narrative, and that is that he has laid the foundation for a successful America. So anything that happens during Biden's term that is positive, he's going to claim was his. You can expect to hear that more and more often. What was a little bit sad was, he could only thank his family and Mark Meadows. There was no one else there, or if they were there, he didn't choose to recognize them. That is a real departure. Generally, the thank yous are longer than the speech itself. He did claim a lot of credit. One thing that struck me, and I'm sure the fact checkers will look at it, that he has 91% approval, but I don't know if that's going to be the strong military, the Space Force, tax cuts, getting rid of regulations, large jobs, but he didn't mention the joblessness. I mean, there's no negatives in his speech about anything that happened during his time. The pandemic, he talked about it as in a past tense. It was the greatest thing. And I don't think he has a recognition that the United States has just passed 24 million people infected, that it has over 400,000. To put that number in perspective, during World War II, the entire military and civilian casualties was just under 225,000 people. I mean, 425,000 people. So within a few days, less than a week, actually there will be more people who died.
A lot of them.
I don't think it's necessary to humiliate him any further. He is exiting literally at a time when history is going to pronounce him probably one of the worst presidents in history. He has to look forward to an impeachment trial in the Senate, where all of the allegations of what he had done in the time leading up to the insurrection, his words during it, his unwillingness to step in once it started, even though Mike Pence, his loyal lieutenant, and his wife and daughter were under direct threat. He was apparently watching the television.